Hi everyone! Today we're going to do a long requested video on my channel and we are going to do my eyebrows. I have been dreading this video because for those of you that don't know, if you aren't in practice doing your eyebrows, it's a lot more painful than if you do them regularly. So a lot of people ask me how to get eyebrows like mine because I do think I have very nice brows. And the truth is that I used to overdo them. Used to over pluck them. And now I like to go to places and get them threaded, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna just clean up along my eyebrow by just plucking. And this is something anyone can do. My advice is to go with your natural shape and not so much worry if you're bushy, you know? Like, I really did try to over pluck, and I think it ended up backfiring. But that's okay, right? We learn every day. So, we're starting with the unibrow, right? I used to know these guys in high school, and it was always really uncomfortable because nobody talked to them about it because, you know, guys don't talk about hygiene. You don't hit up your homie and be like, hey, bro, how's your exfoliating been? You just don't. And they would take their unibrow and they would just shave. And so, I'm sorry, but have you ever seen unibrow stubble? Yeah, that's not a good look. My point is that everyone should feel comfortable enough to just do their eyebrows like this. You know, just take some tweezers, get your unibrow at least. You owe it to yourself. And if you like your unibrow, power to you. But I don't like mine. My instinct used to be to take all of this off. I don't anymore. And I would advise taking only the essentials off. And we're gonna leave some bushiness. We're just gonna make it manageable. And we're gonna clean it up. Perfect. This part is a little more painful. Below the eyebrow over here. But I like to try to just do it fast. One by one. And no, I do not recommend doing this with makeup on. But that's just where we're at tonight, right? Honestly, if you want to see me do this without makeup next time, let me know. Because, okay, I'm doing this as like a guide, but the truth is I can't tell you how to do this. You know, you have to learn how to use the tweezers and where to go and which, like, what the best way to grip the hair is before you rip it out, you know, because I can't communicate exactly how I'm doing all that right now. But one thing I will say is that a little handheld mirror like this and getting a little groove in, I actually really want you to make sure you're in alignment, sitting in like a comfortable position while you do it. And most importantly, you know, do it like in a way that's not like unpleasant. For me, this isn't as like painful as it would be if I never did my eyebrows, you know, because just ripping out your eyebrow hairs, it's not a great look. No, it's not that it's not a great look, but it just doesn't feel good, right? But it doesn't feel that bad, actually. At least when you do it. Like, my body is used to this happening. So it's not a problem. However, like, okay, if you've ever shaved your legs, right? The first time you shave your legs is always the worst. It is. And it's because it's just that part of the body isn't ready for it. That doesn't mean that it won't ever be ready for it, right? Now we're going to clean up above the eyebrow. I'm being very sparing in the cleanup I'm doing. A little bit goes a long way. Not everybody cleans up their eyebrows. It was actually one of the first things I did when I started my feminization journey because it was a small thing I could control without drawing too much attention to myself, but they can really change your face. Like, I mean it. And if you want to see what it's like to have a more feminine face and you want to like do your makeup, if you're going to do your makeup and you're not going to do your eyebrows, you're wasting your time. Just saying. And most people don't think about how important eyebrows are to the face. And a lot of people are really blessed with really nice eyebrows, so they never have to worry about it. I actually was one of those people, but I am a woman who is blessed with thick hair, but that means that some places it is hard to manage. And I do wish that we could normalize that. Now we're going to do the other one. If you hear cars driving by, there's nothing I can do about that. Maybe someday I'll have a recording studio. If you want to buy me a recording studio, drop a link down below, bestie. I used to do this in math class. In the back of the class. My teacher would make fun of me. I don't blame her. The audacity. But I didn't have a lot of time in the day. And sometimes when she was just rambling, no offense, Miss Lee, but she would ramble. She'd be like, I can't remember breakfast. And talk about that. So yeah, girl, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. It's like, you do you, and I'll do me. Ooh, this is my least favorite part. The under eye. Or I guess the lower eyebrow. If you've ever gotten your eyebrows threaded, it's basically just a faster version of doing this. And honestly, it turns out really nice, and I really recommend it. In fact, this is the first time I've plucked my eyebrows in a while. But I wanted to show you guys how I do it. You know, like I said, eyebrows really can go a long way towards giving a more feminine look. A bushy brow, while cute, is not as feminine as like a tapered brow, right? And just something as simple as like slimming and cleaning it can really go a long way. Just one by one. Beauty is pain. And no, you don't need to do this. But people ask me how to get my eyebrows. Well, girl. You can also get your eyebrows waxed or have someone else tweeze them, but I've always just preferred threading. This does take a fair amount of time. And if you're doing it for the first time, it takes way more time than if you like do it a lot and maintain it. I don't really do it a lot. Your skin is going to be really red after you do this, so just make sure you are gentle and you give your skin natural breaks. You can also just give it some lotion after, some cold water. People are like, women are wimpy. Meanwhile, women are like tearing out their eyebrow hairs one by one on the daily. Some women are. Not all women are the same. But it is common, and a lot of women get pressured into doing this, even though they don't want to. And there's a certain element of like racism in it too. Like if you're naturally hairy, you are at a disadvantage and you feel shame for the naturally occurring hair on your body, right? That sucks. I wish there was a way to undo some of that shame. That would be amazing. But what can we do besides live authentic lives, right? Not everybody thinks we should be allowed to live an authentic life, but we are. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I think so. I'll never forget the first day somebody in my class noticed that I had nice eyebrows. I felt so good about myself. You know, as a boy, I never really learned how to take pride in my appearance. Drag queens often talk about this, about how they're so used to getting like gassed up while they're in drag, and they don't get very much attention or appreciation or love while they're out of drag. So subconsciously they start to think like, well, is this what I am or who I want to be? But that's the distinction, right? That's the distinction of being in drag, is that at the end of the day you want to take it off. If it's who you are all the time, that's no longer drag. There was a time when I thought I wanted to do drag, and I did it. I didn't think I wanted to do it. I did it, but I didn't pursue it because I felt I had to choose between transitioning or doing drag. And it's sad that I felt that way, but it honestly makes sense. I mean, a lot of places openly spoke out against being trans and being a drag queen. And at the time, that was the norm. That was Rue's opinion. You weren't allowed to be cast on Drag Race if you were trans. So I just felt like I had to choose. But I'm really glad that things are changing on Drag Race. If I ever got the chance to do it. The thing is, too, is that, let's face it, drag isn't very accessible to do, and with the pandemic, more than ever. But I'm experimenting with makeup again, at least. Baby steps, am I right? Just cleaning up the outer edges. The outer edges of the eyebrows get a lot of hair for me. This current season of Drag Race has now 4 out trans queens that are part of the cast of season 14, and I just think that's amazing. Kylie Sonic Love is the reigning All-Star 6 champion, which is also amazing. And a lot of queens are coming out now as non-binary. So like what I'm talking about is in the past, obviously. But definitely I do think that shame I certainly internalized. And I haven't really been part of like the party culture either. Like drag comes with like a nightclub culture, right? And that's never been my thing. I'm a chill person. I like to relax. What can I say? And I leave a little more than most people probably would, but that's just because I don't mind it being bushy. All right. And now we're almost done. This is a process I've never shown on my channel, so I figured might as well get it all done. It might seem like quite an endeavor to undertake, and it is, but you can do it in bits and pieces, or you could do it in math class while your teacher talks about how she can't remember anything. And I loved her. And she was a very good teacher. But she did call me out a lot. In a good way. For talking in class. Don't talk in class, kids. I did. She's like, you're either the most popular or most annoying kid that I've ever had in my class. Why not both? Right? Why not Zoidberg? We're almost done. We're just cleaning up the final bits. Oh yeah, that's a pain. I've been stone-faced through most of this, but ooh, that one got me. Some of you might be watching this, it's like, dang, she's just ripping out her eyebrows. It's like, you have no idea the lengths that some trans people go to for beauty. This is nothing. Oh, this is nothing. I remember when I was corset training. I remember when I was wearing heels every day. Don't do that. It's just not worth it. You know? There was a time when I tucked every day with duct tape. Don't do that. That is not good for your skin, kids. And that's the thing, right? Nobody tells kids, here's how you be trans. Well, I'm gonna. Because I don't want trans kids to be unsafe. People don't realize that just because you aren't teaching kids how to be trans, that doesn't mean there won't be trans kids. That just means the trans kids that do exist are going to be confused and scared and depressed. And that's exactly what's happening. Yay. All right. All right. And this is the completed eyebrow. If you like this video, let me know. I'm a little less talkative while I'm doing my eyebrows because I'm bracing myself for the impending pain. But I had fun doing this video, and if you enjoyed it, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.